Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you with another video. Hope everybody's feeling blessed. Hope everybody's doing good. And I got something special for y'all as always. They hate you for no reason, and they don't even know that they are causing their own demise, preying on your downfall. All right? These people are preying on your downfall because they don't want you to make it. All right? They have to act fake around you because they can't take the real you. The real you puts too much pressure on them and they are afraid. They can't take it and it's destroying them on the inside to have to be around a person that's authentic, a person that's real. Because when they come around you, they don't know how to act because what they thought they were isn't what they are. And when they get around you, the reason why they compete with you is because you're real and you can't compete with authenticity, but they try. So what they're really trying to do is they're trying to compete with the God in you. They're trying to compete with the authenticity in you, and they can't because what they're really doing is they're showing you how successful you are. Sorry about that, y'all. What they're really doing is they're showing you how far you're going to go, and they're showing you how successful you truly are by copying you, monitoring you, doing the same thing that you do. And these people literally hate you for no reason. It's because God chose you to fulfill a destiny. God chose you to reach a destiny. God put you on a particular path, and you are meant to pursue particular goals, and there's nothing that God's going to allow to get in the way of that. And no matter what happens, don't feel bad. um, Make sure that you always forgive. Make sure that you always keep a level head because you don't want to say you don't want these people to push you to do anything that is out of your character, because they will have you feeling guilty. They will have you feeling sad for reacting to their abuse, and whether they know it or not, they're causing you to feel a certain way. All right, the how they feel towards you is causing you to react. Okay, because how you make them feel, it makes them act like a child because they can't process your authenticity. Okay, they can't process the real you. They can't process the real them. They've been putting on an act for so long, they don't know who they are. They don't know what the real them is. So when they get around you, they feel all types of uncomfortable, and you make them feel some type of way, and that's why they have to take that out on you. That's why they're constantly trying to force you to give them a reaction. It's called reactive abuse. They abuse you in a way that causes you to give them a reaction. And they're going to keep going until they get the reaction. And then when you react to them, it's a problem. When you react to them, you're crazy. When you react to them, you're a bad person. And when you try to justify what they're doing to you and why they're doing it to you, when you talk to them, there's going to be no communication. You're not going to be able to communicate to them what they're doing to you because they don't see what they're doing as any wrong. They see what they're trying to do as either trying to help, but it's like they're forcing you to be under a certain type of treatment. And no matter what anybody may try to do for you, if they don't realize that how they're making you feel is causing you to have some type of mental health issues, or it's causing you to be damaged mentally, you can't focus, it's causing you anxiety, it's making you feel bad. If they're causing you to feel like that, then it's not good for you. And you have to figure out something. You have to find a way for you to not have to undergo that, because what they don't realize is they're causing you stress. They're causing you anxiety. All right, because their hate is too strong. Okay, the hate that they feel is too strong, and they hate you for no reason. Okay, they want you to be comfortable with how they feel about you, but how they feel about you is negative. Okay, how they feel about you isn't supportive. How they feel about you isn't positive. They're putting you down. They're making you feel bad for wanting to be who you are. Okay, they're making you feel bad for being yourself because you don't want to give in, because you don't want to give up, because you don't want to be subject to the negative treatment and the put downs. All right, because you won't take that, and because you won't take their abuse, now it's an issue for them. Now, because you realize how they're treating you isn't productive. You realize that how they're treating you isn't the best. You realize that how they're treating you should be changed. Okay, you realize that you don't deserve that type of treatment. And once you realize that you don't deserve that type of treatment, and you realize that you're worth more, and you don't want to feel like that, something in you is going to change. You're going to start to separate yourself from people. You're going to start to distance yourself from people. You're going to start to want to be around people where the energy is good. You're going to want to start to be around good energy, whether that's being around different people or whether that's being all by yourself. And sometimes you may have to do either one. Sometimes you may have to get around different people. Sometimes you may have to get around yourself. But whatever you have to do, you have to find a place where you can heal, because you're not going to be able to heal around the people that are causing you the type of damage that is making you feel like you need to heal in the first place. And unfortunately, when people hate you for no reason, it's rough, because you're going to try to figure out why. You're going to try to figure out, what did I do? What can I do? If I act this way, will they love me? If I act this way, will they treat me better? If I act this way, will people want to keep me on the job? If I act this way, will the people around me act differently towards me? And the answer is no. The reason why they're treating you that way is because they feel some type of way on the inside. They are projecting how they feel onto you, and you are making them feel some type of way, and they're taking that out on you, and you can't help that. Okay, just your presence is making them feel some type of way. And the reason that is because it's the God in you. They recognize something in you that they don't have, and they'll never have it. Okay, you have your own particular style. You're unique. You're your own person. You're not a copy. You're genuine. You're real, and you're authentic, and that can't be replicated. Okay, they could copy you. They could walk like you. They could talk like you. They could move like you. They could try to be petty and do a whole bunch of things to try to make you feel insecure about yourself. Okay, but it still doesn't take away the fact that you are who you are. It doesn't take away the fact that you're great. It doesn't take away the fact that you're a real positive person and that you have a lot to offer. And most likely you have a lot, you probably have more to offer than them. At least that's how they feel. So what they're doing is they feel upset about it. All right, you can do miraculous things. You could do amazing things. All right, they see how great you are. They see how many talents you have. They see how many skills you have. But because you make them feel insecure, they basically want to take shots at you, and they want to abuse you mentally. Okay, because they can't take the pressure that being around you puts on them. All right, you make them feel like they need to be doing more. You make them feel like they need to step it up. All right, all the things that they told themselves that they were going to do, that they put to the side, you make them remind them of all the things that, you know what, I said I'm going to do this, and they never do it. When they get around you, you remind them of all the failures, all the mishaps, all the things that they told themselves they were going to do that they did not do, that they told themselves that they were going to do, and they didn't do it. Okay, and now, because you're waking up, because you don't want to take the abuse anymore, because you're like, you know what, this doesn't feel right, something about this is wrong, because you don't want to be around that, you've distanced yourself. And now that you distance yourself, you were able to see, like, wow, it wasn't me. They were putting pressure on me because they felt some type of way when I came around them. And it's like, why are they going to treat me like this? It's because they hate you for no reason. All right. No matter how bad you want it to change, no matter how bad you want it to be different, only thing you could change is yourself. Only thing that you can make different is you. So however people feel about you, you have no decision in that. Okay. You have no authority in that, and how people feel about you. And honestly, what people think about you and how people feel about you is none of your business. But when they take that out on you, it does in a way become your business, because you're left with the energy. You're left with having to heal all the cuts, all the scars, all the bruises. You have to heal yourself. You have to fix yourself, because you can't go around taking that out on everybody else. You can't go around taking out how you feel on others just because you feel some type of way, because that's just as toxic. It's just as immature. It's just as unhealthy. So you can't go around being toxic, immature, and unhealthy either. All right. You have to heal yourself so that way you could become what you were supposed to become. So that way you can be better. So that way you can be greater. so that way you can have a lighter heart, have a lighter spirit, and be able to forgive people. Okay, because that's what it's all about. No matter what you go through, no matter what happens, the ups and downs, you got to be able to forgive people, and you're really forgiving them for yourself. You're forgiving them so you can move on, so you can let go, so you can get over it, so you can get ahead, so you can move on to better, bigger, and greater things. Okay? Because when people hate you for no reason, it leaves scars, it leaves wounds, it leaves you questioning your sanity, it leaves you thinking, is there anything wrong with me? Am I the problem? Did I do anything wrong? That's what it'll leave you feeling like. And when you know you didn't do anything wrong, when you know you're not the problem, when you know you brought peace to the table, and people brought anger and hatred and aggravation and competition and pettiness, when people brought that to the table and all you did was bring peace and love, and they played around with it. They didn't take it serious. They joked on you. They joked on it. They put it down. Okay. They just didn't appreciate it. And unfortunately, when that happens, you have to separate yourself. You have to move away. You have to start putting distance in between them and you, because you have to care about how you feel too. Yes, you love people. Yes, you appreciate people. Yes, you need money. Yes, you need a job. Yes, you need friends. Yes, you need a loved one. You need a significant other. Okay, you need somebody to hold. I understand. But you have to focus on mental health, because if you're not mentally healthy, how are you going to be there for the people that are around you? How are you even going to be there for yourself? Okay, you have to be able to think clear. You have to be able to think straight. You have to be able to process your thoughts. These are all things that you have to be able to do. And if you're in an environment to where you can't do, if you're in an environment to where you can't do that, you're going to have to go somewhere else, because it's not going to work out. The energies aren't going to mix. Okay. No matter how much you want it to work out, it's not going to work out, because the energy is too different. You're moving in one direction. They're moving in another direction. They feel this way about you. You feel this way about you. They feel this way about themselves. You feel this way about them. And there's certain people to where they just feel that there's nothing they can do wrong. If you try to tell them, hey, can you treat me different, or hey, can you do this different, they're going to take that as an insult. Okay, they're going to take that as disrespect. What do I need to change? You need to change. You need to go do something. You don't have this. You don't have that. You should have this. You should have that. Why are you even coming at me with this? That's how they're going to come at you, all because you don't want to be treated bad, all because you want some type of respect that you know you deserve. But people don't want to give it to you, because if they show you respect, and their insecure mind is going to make them feel beneath you. And that's one thing that they can't never feel like. That's one thing they can't never put up with. That's one thing they don't never want to feel. It's like they're beneath anyone. Okay. And you have to remember to not take this personal, because they'd be doing this to somebody else if it wasn't you. All right. They will be doing this to somebody else. And you can't allow this to be done to you. So you have to protect your energy. You can't focus on who it's done to. You can't worry about who they're doing it to. You can't worry about why they're doing it. All you need to know is, hey, when I come around people, I don't feel good. Okay, you have to monitor your energy, because negative energy causes all types of diseases. That's the root of disease, a negative thought. And you don't want to end up becoming mentally ill. You don't want any issues. Okay, you don't want any psychological traumas or issues being around the wrong people, that you should have put some distance between you and them, and only maybe see them on occasions, or only maybe only maybe work a few days a week, or maybe find another job and work that job maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then work the other job more. Okay, and then eventually leave that job, or maybe you need to find a new friend. Okay, but whatever you need to do, whatever you have to do, you need to separate yourself from the negative energy. You need to separate yourself from those who hate you for no reason, because they won't change. There's nothing you could do to make them change. They have to realize and see something within themselves. They have to look within them and see something about them that needs to be changed. They have to look within them and see something about them that they need to fix. And only they can come to terms with that. You can't make people fix something about them they don't want to fix. You can't make somebody become aware of something they don't want to become aware of. Okay, people will be insulted, okay, if you tell them to treat you different. What makes you think I need to be different? What makes you think I need to change? Especially for you. And they're so caught up in their negativity, they may not even some people realize that. Most people realize